Ba-ya, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-ya. Hey guys, steveo here from Movies and TVs on the Ball, and this last, I think, Monday marked the 30th anniversary of Batman Forever, the Batman movie that I probably attached to the most when it came out, because at the time it came out in 1995. It was on the peak of Jim Carrey's stardom. It had Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, and this was directed by Joe Schumacher. And this film, even though I feel it was pretty good compared to what we got in the future with Batman and Robin, I like this movie because I think, I think I have to look at it through nostalgia eyes. It works out pretty great. My friend Bibbs said Batman Forever is what would happen, is basically what happens when Gotham legalized gambling. So it has that kind of sense to it. But I like this movie. I liked the Riddler's suit. I kind of like it did, but it didn't do it well enough. But it did an interesting idea of the psychologicalness, the psychology of Batman, Bruce Wayne and Batman exist. Having Chase Meridian, Nicole Kidman's character, play a psychiatrist. I think it'd be interesting if it went a little bit deeper in that area, just because I think there's a lot of flow to it. I think that the Batman the animated series did a better job with the Riddler than the adult one, but I think it worked out pretty great. I liked, even though I feel like Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey kind of had to one up each other throughout the film. I really think it was kind of a shame that Billy D. Williams didn't show up for this film as Two-Face. That would have kind of connected the dots a little bit together. But he did show up in Lego Batman movie as the voice of Two-Face, so that was pretty cool. But I think there was a pretty interesting duality between, I guess, Two-Face, but they could have gone more into the more psychologicalness of his duality. The Riddler, I thought, was a really good Riddler, and I think he sort of stole, Jim Carrey sort of stole the scenery of this film. I thought it was a pretty good film. And then I liked Chris O'Donnell as Robin. I think he did a pretty good job. He was really interesting, and he kind of brought some sort of fable to it, even though I think you look at it now that he's he's playing 20, he's 20 trying to play, the young, Lord of Batman. I think it was, I was watching a review of it, and he's like, I'm totally into Pokemon and all that other stuff. But I do like this movie. I feel like, I think it works pretty good. I think it's better, of course, than Batman and Robin, because I think Batman and Robin, they went a little bit too over the top with that film. This film had, I did like the psychology, or the idea of the box, that the Riddler's plan of putting a box in every home, and having, and which was pretty smart commentary for the time, and I think maybe now. I think that I thought Nicole Kidman did a pretty good job as Chase Meridian as the love interest, but they could have done a little bit more into the idea of, who, can Batman and can Bruce Wayne and Batman exist? But I think it did a really good job. It's a good matinee film. I feel like it worked out really good. I really thought I thought that Val Kilmer, R.I.P., did a great job as Batman. I think he played him a little bit more. I think tried to bring the Michael Keaton into Batman. But what was your thoughts on Batman Forever? Were you a fan? Were you like me, who kind of this was kind of looking at it through nostalgic glasses as Batman, or what did you look at nostalgic glasses growing up with this Batman film as this being the first maybe Batman movie you saw in theaters because it's a really mild PG-13 film. I really enjoyed. Um, I did like the fact that Two Face had two girls, one played by Drew Barrymore, and kind of his evil and right side, and he had how he had sort of a um, kind of two sides. Like he was drinking like two versions of like a white wine and a red wine together, and I thought it was kind of clever like that. But I think they did a pretty good job. But I feel like the Riddler was done a little bit, have a little bit more was more interesting in the 1992 Batman the Animated Series than he was done in the adult film. But I like this film. I thought it worked pretty good. I like the question mark, the green question mark with the bat symbol on there, and that was a pretty cool logo when I saw the teaser poster for it. But I do like this movie. I feel like it worked out really great. I thought Jim Carrey, as a fan of Jim Carrey, I thought it was a great film, and even though Two Face, I would have liked to have seen Billy D. Williams as Two Face, would have worked a little bit better, but I like this movie. Of course, "Kiss from a Rose" is one of my favorite love songs and favorite Seal songs, and every time I hear "Kiss from a Rose," it always brings me back to this Batman Forever. What did you like best about Batman Forever? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe. Do you feel like it kind of feels weird that it's been sort of it's been 30 years since Batman and Batman Forever coming out? Would you have liked to have seen, I think, Damon Wayans as Robin? What's your fondest memory of this film? Let me know in the comments below, and see you at the movies. Bye.